Hi, I'm Stefan, the BMW DIY guy, and do you want to add performance mods to your BMW X1? I'll show you how. All right, y'all, so let's talk about this project before we do it here really quickly, and this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be installing the Mishimoto cold air intake into this 2017 X1. And, you know, I think a lot of X1 owners don't think about performance upgrades, but you absolutely can do it. The B46 is a fantastic motor, and if you're thinking about doing anything else to potentially add a little bit more power and a little bit more fun to this car, this is a great start. In addition, you get an easily washable air filter and those other advantages you can get from changing away from some of the OEM systems. This install isn't very hard. I'm going to show you exactly how you do it, and don't forget, all the tools and parts and everything you need will be listed in the video description below. All right, so with all that, let's get started. Let's jump into the car. All right, so this is a really easy install, but we need to take the existing OEM airbox out first. So there's a whole series of 10 millimeters that we need to take off. We also need to take off this front duct right here. So there's a 10 millimeter post here. There's also a 10 millimeter bolt here that holds down part of the airbox, and the rest as we get to it. But let's go ahead and start with taking off these 10 millimeters here and here. Take off this 10 millimeter bolt here, then this duct can come up and out. Then we'll look to take the airbox out, okay? So go ahead and start there, really easy. Easy stuff. Don't drop anything. Just like that. So then, this ducting will come up and out. So we lift it away from the airbox. Okay, so we'll be putting that back in once the new airbox is there, but go ahead and set it aside for now. So I want to change my camera angle a little bit. I want to get a closer look back here in the back of how we're going to take our MAF sensor out and unhook the airbox from your intake tube. All right, so for a couple of things, I want to give you a little bit of a closer view so they make sense. And the camera wasn't too far away. So you have this big wiring loom that comes down and has this kind of rubber grommet gasket that fits over the top of this little clip right here. You just pull it up and away. You can see it's on this post. It'll come up and off. You also have your MAF here as well. So there's a little depression clip on this to pull this off. So you want to depress the clip, pull this off. And then go ahead and loosen this hose clamp. So you can use either a small wrench or use a flat-bladed screwdriver to lose this hose clamp. And then you can pick the entire box up and it'll come up and out. Okay, so go ahead and get those steps done and I'll show you what's next. All right, so once you have this hose clamp loosened and you have your MAF sensor unplugged, now in this case, there actually has a small little white locking lever. Depending on what generation of BMW you have, sometimes it's a little tab that you depress and then it'll pull off. Sometimes it's this little locking tab that presses in. So you can use a pick tool from underneath and just pull that locking tab back, and then it'll come right out. Now the box itself, you can just get your hand up into and pull it up, and it comes off these rubber feet right here, or you can see, and there's two rubber grommets down below. Okay, so go ahead and take this out and set it aside, and we're going to look to fit the new one in. All right, so one of the very first things we're going to want to do is transfer your MAF or mass airflow sensor. Okay, and when you look at it, you can see its orientation when it's inside the pipe, and it really only goes one way. It goes the narrow edge or the wedge edge forward, because air would come this way and come back past the sensor. Generally, when you transfer them, there's only one way to put them in, but you always want to make sure they go in the right way or you're going to end up with an error or a problem. Okay, so go ahead and take out this T20s and pull your MAF out. Once you have it out, you're going to put it into the new intake pipe. This also has one orientation. The flared big side goes to the intake side, the small side goes to the air filter side. So when you put your MAF in, that wedge point is going to be pointing this way. The wedge is going to be on the front, so it's going past it that way. Okay, so go ahead and take the MAF out, transfer it to the new pipe, and we're going to start installing the box and the air filter. All right, so here's the new air filter box, so you can see it in the orientation it's going to go in. The scoop is going to go back for where your air intake pipe is. Now, we haven't put the feet on yet, and we haven't put the side bracket on yet, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But I wanted you to see what that looks like fit down into place. Okay, so now when you take the box, it should have come with 2 feet that will sit here and here. They're going to go into those rubber grommets. So go ahead and you have 4 supplied screws that come with this. So go ahead and take 2 of the screws, put it here and here. The other 2 screws are going to go into the bracket that goes right here, a little angled bracket for that 10 millimeter bolt that goes down. Okay, so go ahead and put the feet on, put the bracket on, and then we're going to fit this down into place. And this really is going to be a quick project. All right, so here's what it looks like all put together. Now there's a rubber grommet on the OEM box that you can just pull out of that bracket and transfer onto here. So make sure to do that. Also in the kit comes 4 T25 bolts. I used the bolts with the washers because there's only 2 washers for the feet to help hold them into place. And I put the other 2 here on the bracket side. They're T25s. And just tighten them down snug. Okay, so at this point, it's gonna be a little bit hard to see, but these feet are gonna go down into those rubber grommets, and then this will sit over the top of where that 10mm bolt goes. So then you're just gonna play Tetris and work this down in. It's pretty tight fit, but you'll feel when those feet sit into those rubber grommets, okay? So now also your wiring harness over here can be in the way a little bit, so make sure to pull that up and out of the way, but just work it down into place until you feel those feet sit in and this bracket is sitting down nice and flush, okay? Once that's set, then we're gonna get the air filter on and we're almost done. Okay, so once the box is in place and the air filter and our new tube are still loose, because I want to be able to move them around to get some flexibility as I put the movement in. My MAF is in as well. These are T10s. So we've used the T10s for this. We use T20s to take off the existing screws. Those are T25s. Okay, so just a few simple tools in all this. And you've got your air filter as well. And I've got the hose clamp on this loose. So go ahead and set this aside. Now, as you look at this, as you look at the orientation, you can see how this is going to fit back in through this box and down in through the collar, right? So you're going to want to get it slid onto the existing intake and get it then fit down into your intake box. So let me push that back a little bit and get it set into place. You want to make sure to have everything in the right orientation before you tighten everything down, okay? So let me get that set and I'll zoom in with the camera so you get a good look at it. All right, so you can see the pipe is in place. I find it actually easier to not try to feed it down from above, but slide it in through the hole. It has no problem fitting in that way. The little bit of a bend, it's kind of bending a little bit to the right. And I also have it turned so it's oriented nicely so the MAF can reach. It's pretty tight on the cable, but you can make it. Also, while we're here really quick, take this hook on this side and put your wiring loom down through that hook. I kept the rubber grommet on right here as it gives just a little bit of a standoff, which is nice. Help keep it from rubbing a little bit, which is a good thing. Okay, now I don't have the hose clamp tight yet, but just make sure that this is set all the way back. This is a very tight fit. So when it first initially goes into place, you may feel like the pipe is in, but you don't want to introduce any leaks right here. So make sure it's set all the way back in and turned in the right direction. Also, you can see with your hose clamp, it fits into a little notch right there. So just make sure that it's back in the notch before you tighten it down. Okay, and then at that point, all you have to do is just take your filter and fit that into place. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to tighten it down with a single hand, but you can see where it sits up nice and flush right there, and you'll tighten down the hose clamp, and then we'll put our ducting, our air ducts that come up here from the front, duct back in, put them on, and you'll be done. So now that all that's tightened down, as you can tell, both hose clamps are tight, my MAF is in, my wiring loom is set in place, I've put the 10mm bolt back in here so the box is intact and in the right place. Then you can put this ducting back. Now, you could potentially not put it back, but I don't know why you wouldn't, just simply because it's helping channel air up and through and straight into your air filter. Okay, so just go ahead and get that right back into place where it's supposed to go. Put your 10mm nuts back on right here, just like this. There's one, two, just like that. All right, y'all, so go ahead and clean up and put your tools away. And as you can tell, this is not a hard project at all and something you can easily do in just a short period of time with a few simple tools. Thank you to Mishimoto for making such a fantastic product that installs so easily and will make a difference in your car. There's no reason why you can't add performance mods to your X1, just like I'm doing too. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to click like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference to my channel, and I have so much content coming up I can't wait to show you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next project.